Today's horoscope, Leo October 2nd, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Venus heading into harmony with Ceres today promotes an excellent feeling of support or warmth, particularly related to daily routines, work, family, or home life. It can be a time of improved living or working conditions and relationships with people with whom you spend a lot of time on a daily basis. You are also building a better relationship with yourself, and some self-nurturing and pampering can help this process. The focus can be on bringing more harmony, balance, and beauty to your personal life, home, and family. With a solar eclipse occurring tomorrow, an event that always affects you more than many others because Leos are ruled by the sun, there can be shifts of activity and a reorganization of priorities with how you communicate, connect, and feed your need to learn on the horizon. For now, however, it's a better time to reflect and process than it is for new beginnings. Eclipse season is roaring around you. In fact, you could feel like you're stepping through a war zone, uncertain if there are landmines. Whenever eclipse season arrives, it does so 1 month prior to the first eclipse and lingers until 1 month after the latter one. Destined turning points, shifts, and events are triggered during this time, offering fresh starts and new beginnings but also mighty endings and breakdowns that could leave you catching your breath. Know that you are in the eye of the storm at this time, just halfway through it. What do you genuinely want? There has been instability in your career path for quite some time, causing you to reflect on your legacy and course of action. Consider what you want and desire for your career path when the moon in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. You may find that you need something more finite, refined, and deeper in your career path than what you expect. Perhaps you want to profit from helping others, or you may feel a strong desire to define your career path. Let whatever you value help you create your ideal career path. It's never too late to begin your health regimen. Whatever you find yourself doing in the present moment can be shifted in a healthier direction. If you're about to have a meal, think about the most nutritious thing you could enjoy, and make that your priority. If you're about to go home, ask yourself what kind of exercise you can fit in between now and bedtime, and make it happen. With practice, the healthy habits will come naturally. Today, you will feel split between a great need for solitude and a real desire to meet people. This vibration isn't very favorable for energetic people like you, and you know it. It might be better to relax in peace, my dear friend. Put your dynamism away and stay home. But don't hide out. Welcome anyone who comes knocking on the door with a smile. Mercury, the planet of communication, has only been in your communication sector for 5 days. However, as his alignment with the sun peaks, this enhances all aspects of communication as well as your mental focus and clarity. Whatever you are working on and in all your communications, you will be at the top of your game as Mercury hits his stride. This includes maintaining a clear head as the week starts positively on income, work, and career fronts. Additionally, a favorable aspect between Mars and Saturn boosts your resolve to regain financial control. At the same time that the moon is just a day away from its return to your communications sector to begin the lead up to an eclipsing new moon in alignment between the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication peaks. This is putting maximum effort into getting the communication lines open, and with Pluto turning direct next week and beginning his trek back to your relationship sector, the timing couldn't be better. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters Libra at the start of a new month, it's the perfect time to ask yourself, how can you regain balance and find peace in your life? Libra's energy invites us to seek emotional harmony and create a sense of equilibrium in our hearts and minds. So, what brings you that sense of peace? Perhaps it's confiding in a close friend, spending time with a loved one, or diving into a hobby that makes your soul sing. It could even be something as simple as taking a quiet moment for yourself, away from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Whatever it is, this is your gentle reminder to focus on what helps you feel mentally, spiritually, and emotionally aligned. Have you noticed how much better you feel when you make time for the things that truly nourish your spirit? Maybe it's a favorite pastime that you haven't indulged in for a while, Or perhaps it's just sitting in silence and reflecting. Life has a way of pulling us in a million directions, but today, you're being encouraged to slow down and reconnect with what brings you peace. This sense of self-confidence and clarity is a beautiful gift of the current cosmic alignment. But here's something to keep in mind. Sometimes, when we feel empowered, we can come across as overly confident or even a little arrogant without meaning to, of course. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were sure you had the best solution, but in pushing that belief, you unintentionally rubbed others the wrong way? It's all too easy to forget that even when we're sure we're right, there's always value in listening to others' perspectives. The energy right now is about balance, not just within yourself but in how you relate to others. Being modest and diplomatic can help you avoid unnecessary conflicts. Even if your ideas are spot on, adopting a more collaborative approach can turn potential friction into productive discussions. So, instead of questioning everything around you, take a step back and let your natural charm and tact guide you toward more harmonious outcomes. Speaking of harmony, if you've been feeling tense or irritable lately, it's a good idea to check in with yourself and your emotions. Do you feel like your patience has been running thin, or maybe you've been overreacting to minor annoyances? It happens to the best of us. Have you ever noticed that when you're stressed, even the smallest things can feel overwhelming? Sometimes, we unknowingly project our inner tension onto those around us, which only adds to the strain in our relationships. But here's the catch: sometimes, clarity requires a pause before action. Have you ever rushed into something the moment it felt right, only to realize later that you could have taken a more thoughtful approach? Don't be afraid to take a step back, even if it feels like you're moving in reverse. Reassessing old plans or revisiting past decisions can be exactly what you need to set yourself up for greater success. Remember, stepping back isn't a setback, it's a way to ensure you're heading in the right direction with full confidence. If you've noticed a bit of tension building in your relationships lately, maybe some disagreements or a sense of friction, this is the perfect moment to dial it back and aim for quality over quantity in your interactions. Think about it. When was the last time a heated debate left you feeling truly satisfied or closer to the other person? More often than not, it just leads to frustration on both sides. The Sun and Mercury in Libra are gently encouraging you to prioritize diplomacy and harmony. Instead of pushing your point or trying to win the argument, try listening with an open heart. Seek common ground and approach discussions with a mindset of collaboration rather than competition. Have you ever had a moment where simply pausing to listen helped you resolve a conflict more easily than you expected? When you approach conversations with patience, you create space for understanding, and that's when real progress is made. So, as you navigate the day, think about how you can bring more balance into your interactions. Whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues, try to lead with empathy and openness. This not only strengthens your relationships but also fosters an atmosphere where everyone feels heard and valued. How are you feeling today? Have you experienced any moments of clarity or a sense of balance starting to return? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Drop a comment below and share what brings you peace or how you're working to create harmony in your life this month. Let's support each other on this journey.